Hi there, Leo Virgo. Welcome back. If you are new, welcome to this channel, Cusp of Beauty Tarot. If you're coming back, happy to see you again. This is your mid-February to mid-March reading for Leo Virgo. And let's see what's up in terms of an important person in your life, past, present, future, what's going on with them, the relationship, what they're up to, what you should do. Not that you should do it, but just kind of an inkling of advice as well. I've been shuffling, so let's cut it and read it. And the who your person is now energy is the 10 of Wands. Their strength is the 4 of Cups. Their weakness is the Page of Pentacles. How they feel about you, is the Tower energy. How you feel about them is the Knight of Swords. Probability of you getting back together, hoo la 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 la, is the 2 of Cups. The strengths when you are together or were together is the 9 of Pentacles. Weakness, the Moon of this relationship when you're together. The blocks to getting together is the 3 of Cups. Well, the block to reconciling your differences is the 3 of Cups. The overall analysis of your person is the 3 of Swords. If they do come back, what would the overall outcome be? Interesting. King of Wands. And if that does happen, what should you do? 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy, 7 of Swords. So there is definitely a bit of a defensive energy, a bit of a dodging a bullet, like wanting to dodge a bullet energy, and then 9 of Wands. It's definitely a mix of dodging a bullet, maybe not revealing all of the truth, getting away with something, but also the warrior kind of 9 of Wands hanging in there. So like a mixed feeling of getting away with something, but on the same level wanting to hang in there and not minding the challenge with the Chariot and the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a very mixed energy. This whole reading feels very mixed to me. We're going to clarify. This is Tarot de Cristal, and this is the Rider-Waite Centennial. So we'll definitely clarify, but let's just see what this is turning out to be for you. So your person is in a feeling of burden, overwhelm. They definitely have taken on a lot. They do have the ability to focus so that they don't take in everything. They don't take every offer, at least not emotionally. 4 of Cups. They know how to focus themselves. They know how to say no to certain things. But they're definitely feeling a bit like they're treading water in life right now. They're in a state of overwhelm, burden. This could be to do with relationships, family. This could also be to do with work. The negative trait that they have is this Page of Pentacles. So they might be one of those people that is like a person who's struggling with really truly knowing their worth. So in order to prove themselves, they take on a lot. That's what I'm feeling. Their feeling toward you is definitely mixed, tumultuous, shockingly confronting or avoiding, or just something that's really rocking the system. They have this tower energy feeling toward you. So, I mean, that might not be a bad thing, because it may be that it's important enough to them that they wouldn't mind shaking, things up to figure things out. You also have an energy with the Knight of Swords of wanting the truth. Let's not mince words. Let's just come right in. Give me it. Like, just bring it. I think you have the energy of let's just bring it, Leo Virgo. Like, I can deal with it. We can deal with it. Let's, talk it out is fine. Get to the solution is fine. And I feel like they have that too. Like, they're willing to kind of shake things up. I do think that for some of these people that are in this mix, For some of you that are watching this, the person you're thinking of is going to tip their scales of overwhelm by dealing with this. So that's what you're going to see as an eruption based on the fact that they're stressed. And for others of you, they're in it. Like they're willing to kind of mix it up. So we're going to clarify that. Then the probability of getting back together is the Two of Cups. So at the heart of things, there's something really here and it's really important. And there will be some kind of connection. How it will turn out, I don't know. The advice for you is Five of Wands, like it might be willing to fight for. Again, I feel like the energy here is definitely more about this is a fated relationship that has to figure itself out. It's feeling that way. The issue, though, is the weakness when you're together is, you know, some of you, one of you has fears, hold things back, lets your emotions get the better of you, lets your fears get the better of you. So, you know, that can definitely be an issue when you are connected. The thing that works for you, though, is that you let each other have a certain level of independence and freedom, and you really value, you have a kind of positive outlook, each of you, you value letting each other do their thing. At some point, though, that might be an issue, but it works for you for the most part when you're together. Strengths when you're together is you respect each other's freedom. The weakness is you might get so disconnected sometimes that you don't reveal important information or you tell yourself stories about what's really happening and it's only a story, so then it creates fear. Yeah, so that's definitely an issue. But then the block to getting together is the Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords is here right above it. So for a subset of you, there is a third party lurking into this picture. I feel for most of you at the heart of this, though, the Three of Cups as an obstacle to reconciling is that there's not enough lightness, joy, frivolity. There's not enough lightness to getting back together, fun, joy, that it kind of feels heavier than it should be and could be. So again, making more out of the negative than the positive is a block. But if they came back, the outcome would be King of Wands. This is to me like a spark, charismatic, magnetic attraction, you know, the ability to create something. And I don't know, I really enjoy this King of Wands card. He's got like the pretty lights in the tree, and it's illuminating, it's electric, magnetic. Um, and I think it would be digging into what it is about this relationship that really is, you know, how you guys catalyze each other, how you guys fuel each other would be looked at. I do feel like this particular King of Wands is a little more introspective, looking downward than some of the others. So not as arrogant, but kind of like, you know, how do we create in a good way? This might be really worth fighting for. Um, watch the petty arguments though. Don't don't let yourselves get caught up in the pettiness or old arguments. Try to think to the future with a bright and new eye. I don't know if your person's going to be able to get over that as easily. They're sitting in the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords, so they're definitely feeling something. This is me explaining what the Three of Swords might be like. They're blocking the natural progression of the Wheel of Fortune. So by holding on to what they think they already have, they're actually stopping themselves from releasing this pain or loss. They're stopping the wheel from going forward. Their overwhelmed Ten of Wands is doing the same thing. They're trying to prove themselves. They're trying to take on a lot to feel, you know, sometimes like in your work world, that may be where you get your gratification. So you take on as much as you can there and you ignore your emotional fulfillment. I feel like at the expense of their emotional fulfillment, or they get the ego boost from what they take on, like I said. So I feel like they're on overload trying to prove themselves out, prove their worth, maybe even to you. But you know, I don't know. For some of you, it's going to be that they come across as confident, but in reality, they are not sure if they're proving their worth to you. I really want to understand what this Tower is about. And we saw the Page of Pentacles here too, by the way. Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Someone who's really trying to prove their worth. But the Tower, wow. 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups. You guys are mirroring each other or trying to get each other back. They feel that something uprooted them. Wow, they feel betrayed by you because you offered them, they offered you something that you refused. On some level, they were still offering something to you, and maybe you had standards you were setting, or you were evaluating or pausing, and you were also rejecting an offer from them, and that made them feel betrayed. And they're in the 4 of Cups. So I think that you have a cycle of that happening with the two of you. Is the timing wrong? Is it enough when somebody offers you something? You know, I just feel like that is probably pulling the rug out from under this situation. Maybe they feel you did that to them and they're not getting over it, and now they're doing it back to you. That's not a really mature, up-leveled dynamic. For some of you, this is just not a mature, up-leveled dynamic. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I got Hermit in the reverse. Although I'm not reading reversals, I really feel that I just said that and this popped out. Hermit in the reverse. That this is not a mature, up-leveled way of approaching things, your person. They're stuck in a bit of tit for tat. Like, you do this, I'm going to do this. Or you hurt me, I'm going to withhold. I think it's a you hurt me, I'm going to withhold. Exactly. You hurt me, I'm going to withhold. And you're like, what? You're coming at this with the energy of the Knight of Swords and Page of Cups. Like, you know what? I'm willing to continue to offer something here. Let's clarify. I can be patient. You're coming at this more mature, but just be savvy. Don't keep giving in to someone if they're trying to reel you in with their victimhood and their withholding. Probability of you getting back together, 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Could be somebody else in the mix. They could be juggling and not telling you the whole story. Say more about that. Let's see. There is an energy of love and romance or something emotional being offered, and somebody's turning their back. So despite the 2 of Cups, somebody might not be accepting the cup. Again, 4 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Arms crossed, not accepting the cup. When you're together, you do respect each other's freedom. 3 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Sometimes so much so that you wonder what the other person's doing when they're out enjoying themselves. And the Moon makes you fear the worst. You're not communicating the whole piece. You need to kind of see the reality of the situation. Your person is stuck holding on to turning the wheel. They're holding on to resentment and they're withholding. That's what I feel. They're holding on to resentment and withholding. Moving on to calmer waters and a big change. The block is that one or both of you is trying to move past the drama. But they're holding on to their own drama. Your person's holding on to drama. And if they came back, why would the outcome be the King of Wands? We still have the energy of independence here, ability to create. He's looking downward. Remember, I said he's a little bit different, King of Wands. He's looking downward, not outward. So I do think there would be still some level of selfishness here. You know, just kind of in a good way defending your ground. I don't know about them. This is your reading, but in a good way, you'd be able to defend your ground, have your independence, have abundance. A change needs to happen. I think that your person's a withholder. Okay. I just want to say that. Doesn't matter if they're male, female, whatever they identify with. I see so many different energies here. I'm reading the energy. They would rather prove a point or withhold their emotions and their cup. They're turning their back for some reason on that, and pouring themselves. They're turning their back to calmer water, and change needs to happen. But the needs to be work on the partnership. What kind of work needs to be on the partnership if this was to have a chance? This is really mixed for me. And here we go. See what is really happening. A judgment call on the tower. See it for what it is. Be willing to shake it up. Be willing to roll in the mud with it. And truthfully, I just see a lot of challenge to that so far, because I think your person really values the partnership, but they also don't like the feeling of being vulnerable. And if they feel they offered something to you that you rejected at some point, that hurt or triggered something so bad that they don't want to recreate that again. They'd rather be, avoiding that kind of hurt. And even if it means withholding or evolving, not evolving, and focusing on work and withholding. Yeah. So an opportunity for the offer coming through, partnership, Four of Wands. But there is a need to learn some lessons here. Face the music. Two towers in this reading. I just feel like I got a message that despite some really good intentions, there has to be reality and willing to be Five of Wands, Five of Wands. There has to be the willingness to fight for this, and I think that's a big question. Who's fighting and who wants a new beginning? Sorry this got into circles. I hope there was a message in here for you to identify with. Please let me know. And I'd love to hear how this is working out for you. Thanks for being here. Have a good weekend.